Right, simple interest exercise. Right, interest equals, right, the principal, the amount you've got in the bank, times by the interest rate, times by how long you've got it in the bank. Demarian, right, he has 2 student loans totaling $28,000, okay? But there are 2 loans. We don't know how much he's got in each one, but one's earning 5%, okay, and the other is at 3%. Now, what you've got to remember is this, totals, okay, how much is in each one? Now, I'm going to do a little exercise with a right angle triangle, okay, or just right angle. Right, now remember, okay, so remember this is 90 degrees, okay, 90 degrees, that's a right angle. Okay, if I chop it into 2 and call this x, right, then what is that's left? Okay, now think about it. I get a lot of people saying, if that's x, the other is x minus 90. No, it's not. Okay, this, think about it, like a piece of cheese, right? If you take away that x piece, what's left is the remainder. Well, think about it, you've just taken away that x. What this is 90 minus x. And think about it, if you add those 2 pieces together, the x's will cancel, it's 90 degrees. So that's how you write, okay, when you've got a total, here's one and here's the other. If here's 1, the other one is the total minus that one, okay? So, if this guy has x, okay, the other loan is 28,000 minus x, okay? Those are his 2 loans. Okay, right now. So, right, what we're going to do is so that's basically what the principal is in each one, okay? So, times by the interest rate, times by time. Now, time is 1 year, so we don't really need to use that. Times it by 1, it's not going to change anything. So, here we go. The interest rate for the first loan is 5%. Let's write it as a decimal, 0.05, okay? Times by what he's got in the bank. Think about it, that's 5% of that money in the bank. That's his interest. We're going to add that to the other interest in the other loan, and that's at 3%. Again, multiply by how much he's got in that particular account, or what that loan is, and that's 28,000 minus x. Okay, now those 2 interests together is 1,040. Okay, now once you've got that, that's all the hard work done, really. That's it, you've done the hard work. It's just now solving it. Now you can leave this as decimals, you know, just do the distributive law here and here. But how about getting rid of the decimals? Okay, so something's got 2 decimal points. Why don't we multiply them by 100? So multiply everything by 100 to get rid of the decimal points. It's a bit like that exercise we did with multiplying by lowest common denominators to get rid of the fractions to solve. Let's multiply by 100 to get rid of 2 decimal places. If I multiply everything by 100, that's the whole way across. Okay, all of this and this as well, don't forget. Then 100 times 0.05 is 5. There's the x. Plus, what's 100 times 0.03? That's 3. Now, don't multiply what's in here by another 100. That means you're kind of multiplying this by 10,000. You've multiplied by 100 twice. You've already multiplied by 100. This stays the same. So that's just 28,000 minus x. And this on the other side, just stick a couple of zeros on it. 1040 multiplied by 100. That's an extra 2 zeros. Now that just makes life easy. You don't have to do that if you don't want to. Just stick with decimals. Okay, distributive law. 5x plus 3 times 28,000. What's that? 84,000. Minus 3x, just the distributive law, equals 10,000. Sorry, 10, that's that, 104,000. Okay. Now, okay, if we combine these 2 together, that's going to give me 2x. Then if I take away, the thing about this is, you don't you just finish off yourself. I'll actually go to the actual page here, okay? So here it is. Now they've left it as decimals, okay? I didn't, alright? They've left it as decimals. So there you go, little example. So we've got, if I take away the 84,000 from both sides, okay, take away this 84,000, take away 84,000, well, 84,000 104,000, isn't that 20,000? Is that right? 104,000, 84,000. That's 20,000. Okay, divide both sides by 2. You'll get $10,000. Remember that? So that's in the one that's at 5%, because that's the one with the 5. Okay, remember these two? Okay, here. So the other one, if I take that away from 28,000, that's 18,000. So 10,000's in the 5%. That's got the loan. Okay. And 18,000 at the 3%. Let's see how they go on here. And there it is, okay? But again, remember here, they didn't bother using multiply by 100. They just left it as decimals, and that's fine. Okay?